Boxy has 5 years of spinning experience. It is in the quarterfinal #1. He's going up against Yasin from Cape Town. Boxy is in a BMW E30 and Yasin in a BMW E30 as well. Boxy's ready to go.
Here we go, and Boxy is ready to go. There's the countdown on your screen, folks. This is the start of Red Bull Shayimoto. And here comes Boxy now to the target slide. Yes, he goes first to the target slide. Remember, these guys can choose exactly where they want to start on the course, and he's chosen the target slide. Keeps it close. Cape Town boy represent.
Of course, now when it comes to these obstacles, you can see the lines on the floor. You want to keep that back tire as far over that red line as physically possible. That's what's going to score you some points. He goes from the kitchen straight into a side-to-side.
That was close, right up against that side-to-side over there. Now he's going into the power slide section, and what's he going to do? Keeps it sideways, keeps it sideways, keeps it sideways. That's our man Boxy from Cape Town. 2JZ power, swings it all the way back and straight into the kitchen.
That's a rollback with a tire bounce. Really great execution on that, getting far back into the kitchen, takes it straight onto the other side and roll back once again without hitting any of the obstacles. Really great execution.
That to me, Kriya, is one of the most difficult parts of this layout over here, to try and get it in here. But speaking of difficult, now it's time to get up close and personal. Can he do it? Can he do it in the makeout corner? Ladies and gentlemen, Boxy pulls it off. That is what you call a pressure player.
360-degree turn in that corner is really difficult. We've been watching those drivers or the spinners the whole weekend, and they've really been struggling. For Boxy to pull that off on his first attempt and going into a rollback using that area like a kitchen, well done.
I've got to say, this is a fantastic run from Boxy over there. His co-driver Bebe in the passenger seat over there is going to be holding on tight, and that is another spin round going backwards there into that kitchen, and now the target slide. Look at how close he's getting. Look at how close. So close. So close. Keeps it close. And right up next to the target slide, the crowd goes wild. And this is sensational stuff from the Cape Town local.
He's managed to complete all his obstacles on the course already, which means he's going to be preparing for some freestyling. He's only got 36 seconds left on his clock. Each spinner gets 2 minutes 30 to do this run.
2 minutes 30 is exactly the total time, and it's amazing how fast that time goes, especially from inside the car. Boxy now with just 23 seconds left does another spin, and here comes the stunt, folks. Here comes the stunt, and the crowd is absolutely losing their minds. Boxy out the top, and this is how it's done. He's got 11 seconds left. The car's still going. He's still got the car under control. Bebe in the passenger seat. There's the run comes to an end.
Really great execution, not hitting any obstacles. Backs it up into the kitchen as the final time goes. Really well done from Boxy. I'm impressed with that run.
I'm so impressed with that run. The crowd is absolutely loving it right now. This is what they came to see. Ladies and gentlemen, this is spinning. And now we got the highlights package up on your screen at the moment. Just look at the precision of that kitchen spin over there. Backs it up, and again. And I tell you what, this guy was not this sharp in practice. It just shows you these guys are able to bring their A game when it comes.
Oh, look at that 360-degree spin in that makeout corner. And probably one of the best ones we'll see this evening.
I agree, Priya, and that finally ended off with a stunt, but now
Yasin started spinning at the age of 14 years old, has experience in drifting as well, has had experience with World Rally Champs. He is definitely a spinner to watch.
Oh yeah, plenty experience here from Yasin, all the way from Crossy Park. In fact, one road from where I grew up, and there he goes. Now look at the precision as the stuntman gets out the car to get some encouragement from the crowd, bangs on the roof, and now straight into the kitchen he goes. A little bit shallow over there, takes his time, rolls it back, gets some help, and bumps the drum over there. Not too shabby. Now it's time for the side-to-side. Can he do the next one as well? Good performance, a little bit conservative at this stage, but all he needs to do is go through to the next round. But so far, I do think that he's not as aggressive as he has been, but can he turn it up after this?
I think we also need to look at this run in comparison to Boxy, because at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen. We are putting these two drivers or two spinners up against each other.
That was a good move there. He lines himself up here for this section, and I tell you what, to do that lineup with that kind of spin, it's not easy. He's got the precision. Here he now tries to make his way into this next section. Oh, touches the wall there, but it's just a touch.
We need to also remember that touching the wall or caressing the wall, as I say, is always allowed. That, what he's currently doing, I wouldn't say it's all that allowed.
Yeah, he's making a couple of mistakes now, so he's going to need to tighten tidy it up, but it's not over. Still a minute to go. He tries again, and that's what the crowd wants to see. Absolute perfect execution there. The stuntman looks happy with that one as well. Yassine Daman finding the groove now.
Coming around for a power slide. Now, this is very important to remember. There's two areas of complexity here. You either need to be as close as physically possible to the barrels or as close as physically possible to the barrier, and I think he did a great job there.
I think so too, Kriya. I think so too. And now going back into the makeout corner. Can he do it this time? He's going to try and spin it around again. Oh, it's close. It's close, but he touches the wall there. Touches the wall and finds himself jammed in the makeup corner. And Yassine Daman, unfortunately, with a big mistake there. I think a little too much angle on that front wheel over there. Locked the car up, chokes the car up. And now with a half spin there, Yassine Daman needs to find his composure again. Come on, Yassine. Let's see what you got. There we go. Yassine out of the car, goes to the crowd, goes to say hi to the crowd, now has to find his car again, just misses the boot, jumps on the bonnet, down again. Yassine Daman with a big time stunt over there, and this isn't easy, folks. Oh my goodness, Yassine jumps through the passenger seat to the other side, back in the driver's seat. This was the stunt he was talking about. The stunt score, but the judges is going to look good.
It is one of the requirements. They're looking for originality and they're looking for difficulty of stunt as he ends his run there on the pitch with a great execution.
That was a fantastic execution. The stunt was pulled off so well. Out of breath is Yassine and his stuntman. Stuntman gets back to get his cap. And here comes the replay, folks. Look at that.
I think his stuntman has to get some great props here. Ismail has root some extra guts into it. The Cape Town crowd going absolutely crazy for their homeboys. It is Boxy versus Yassine there, and a very big congratulations to Boxy going through to the next round. We now move into quarterfinal number 2. It's Sushi versus Faiki, a BMW M30 with an M20 engine and a BMW E30 with a 325 engine. And it is Mono, and Sushi has participated in 2019, 2021 and 2022, and he's about to go.
Sushi, the one and only 2019, 2021, 2022. This time, can he go for the win? 17 years of competition experience. And Sushi takes that 2.9 stroker to the max there as Mono hangs it out with the suicide slide. One of the best stuntmen in the business, so relaxed and composed. And look at that, in between the gap. Fantastic. Mono is not phased at how close that was to the wall.
My goodness gracious, great roll back into that kitchen. I have no words. What an amazing stunt from his stuntman coming straight out the gates.
I tell you what, these guys really do take it up a notch when it comes to the performance. And look at that, right? So precise. And now into the power slide. What's he going to do here? Close to the wall, close to the wall. Yes, indeed. Close to the wall, another suicide, a one-leg suicide slide. A one-leg suicide slide by Mono over there. And this is getting exciting, folks, and it's only the beginning.
You know what? This is what shows that Sushi is a veteran. He's coming out. He says he might be a little bit too old for stunts, but I've got a great stuntman, and I'm going to give the crowd exactly what they want tonight, which is smoke, which is precision, which is great stunts.
Speaking of smoke, the judges are going to be looking at the smoke. A no handstand there by Mono. A no handstand. Can he do it again? Yes, he does. Oh my goodness me! Into the tight section. Into the tight section he goes. It's the first time tonight we've seen that. And Sushi pulls it off with flair, with style. And 1 minute to go.
Originality is one of the things the judges are looking at, and how you use the pitch to your advantage is one of those things as well. Going into that kitchen section, doing a donut, coming out, wow. Amazing.
Amazing stuff. It's not over yet. 52 seconds to go. What is next? The next target slide now, getting up close and personal. A little bit of a mistake there from Sushi. Lost a little bit of momentum there, and the judges are looking for what's called fluidity. He's got to be fluid with emotions. He's got to be precise. But he's back at it now again with 35 seconds to go. It's not over yet, Sushi. Let's see. Let's go. Let's go. Touches the wall there, but no big deal. Just a slight touch. They'll fix that one in the pocket.
It's a caress. It's a loving movement. It's a fluidity. I love all those words, Ernest.
Exactly. Those Jackson tires working overtime at the back of this car here. And here now, Sunesh, he doesn't do stunts. He doesn't do stunts. No ways. Yes, he does, Sunesh. He says he's getting a little bit old, but he stops the car. He says he can go some more. 10 seconds to go. And with just 7 seconds, Sunesh finishes off in absolute style, jumps in through the window, and it calls it a day.
No, great run from Sinesh. And I think that's what's going to be key here is you want to have that precision, you want to have that flair, you want to have that beauty, and you want to entice the crowd, because at the end of the day, they have an extra vote for you.
Yeah, those votes really do count, and the votes of the crowd is what it's all about. And look at this highlight, the one-leg suicide slide, and Mono, the best in the business when it comes to this. So close and such precision. Sunesh showing why he's a veteran of the game, that's for sure.
Coming up next is his next competitor. Now, Fikey is also no stranger to the spinning game. He is someone that we are really going to be looking forward to. He's scared of the kitchen, but I definitely think he's going to be cooking in it today.
Here we go. Get that food ready, get that pan hot, because Fikey is about to be cooking in the kitchen. We saw earlier on. You're talking about kitchen. This guy was fully committed to the kitchen earlier on, and will he do it again today? Yes, he does. Fikey slides it all the way back, touches the drum, does the stuntman. The stuntman touches the drum, and the stuntman, of course, James over there into the power slide. James holding on for dear life, but looking so comfortable, 2 legs out the car there. And here comes the crazy flip. Oh, backwards into the kitchen over there, backwards into the kitchen.
When I was chatting to Fikey earlier and I asked him what his stuntsman name was, he's like, James. I'm like, what's his surname? No, it's like Beyonce. He's just that good. It's like Beyonce.
He's just that good, and he's about to make rank over here in Cape Town. As we see the AutoZone Monroe car going around the target slide, a little bit of touching there, one hand out the window, and now he goes into this difficult section over here, still using the technique of getting the car backwards into that kitchen over there. Now look at that. That's how you want to do that section. To me, that's one of the most difficult maneuvers here tonight, because you got to swing the car backwards into that section over there. And these guys have been practicing all weekend, but you can see they know exactly what they're doing. And here he goes into what is the tightest section on the track, pulls it off.
Remember that we are looking at finesse, we are looking at fluidity of movement, and we're not as worried about touching those barriers or touching those drums. So as you saw there, he kind of got up close and personal, but he's not going to get points deducted for it.
Not at all, but I do think, oh, he touches the wall there. I do think that Sunesh so far has got a slight advantage. So he's got 1 minute left, and now Fikey's got to do something drastic. We saw him do it before. We saw him pull things out the bag. Oh, bit of a pause there, lost some fluidity, and he did have some issues in practice, but they sorted all of that out with that engine. That engine is sounding smooth at the moment, and Fikey now with 45 seconds to go gets out the car. He's a big man. He's the big man, and Fikey showing everybody that size does indeed matter as he gets in and out the car. The big man stands on the car.
Great performance from Fikey. He's showing the crowd exactly what he wants to, or what they want to see. And I think it's also important what you said there, Ernest, is that we have to look at the two races, or the two spin sessions in concurrency with each other. It's Sushi up against Fikey.
That's exactly it. 15 seconds to go. Fikey did pull something out the bag. The judges are going to be looking at that favorably. And that stunt over there, he's not jumped out before this event as far as we know. With 5 seconds to go, can he do the final kitchen? Yes, he does. Fikey pulls it off. Fikey pulls it off.
That is the end of his run. Not as clean as I think he would have wanted it to be, but definitely scoring some great points. Let's take a look at those highlights.
Yeah, let's take a look at those highlights now. Fikey backing it up there, and look at that. Touches the drum, does the stunt, man. And unbelievable stuff from him. The stuntman getting squeezed up against the barrier. He's not worried there. Look at the amount of momentum over there as we now head over to the results very, very shortly. And the team on the ground will let us know what's up.
Round of applause.
A very big congratulations to our winner there, Sushi, just showing why he deserves to be a veteran in the sport. We now move on to our next quarterfinal.
The next quarterfinal between Austin in that M22.9 Stroker goes up against Yusuf in that Ford Sierra VQ25.
A little bit of humbleness there. He's coming out to win the trophy. Representing Mufftown is Austin Kruger. Started spinning at the age of 13. He started with a bit of drifting and moved into spinning, and we're going to see him spin right now.
And there is Spider-Man, of course. I'm not going to reveal the identity of Spider-Man. That wouldn't be right, as the power slide continues for Austin. And I got to say, as far as driving style goes, Austin is one of my favorite. He does drift as well for the last 2 years, so he's quite smooth when it comes to the links in between. And look at the Spider-Man move over there by the stuntman as Austin backs it up, and with absolute precision takes it all the way back. That's the furthest back we've seen anybody go so far, and it's all about how far back you can go. Spider-Man, we haven't seen that suit all day, and he's whipped it out now for the finals, just to show you guys exactly what this team is all about.
I am so so impressed with that run. And look at our thermal camera. It just shows you how much heat is getting into those tires in order to create that smoke and to create that momentum.
Yeah, the judges are looking for smoke, and that thermal camera is one of my absolute favorites. The side to side there by King Kruger. King Kruger representing Muckdown. Backs it up, but can he go into the makeout corner over there? This is the lineup for the makeout corner. You want to keep left over there, and you want to make sure you get inside. He does one spin only. Some of the drivers were able to do more than that in practice. Will he be able to go back again? But as I said, Austin Kruger, definitely one of the best drivers here with just 1 minute to go. Gets out the car.
Here we go, getting out the car. That's where the stunts come in. That's where the originality, with a little bit of a jump. Look at that, getting some serious air.
Serious indeed. Man, as you watch this, you just think to yourself, how do they do that? The stuntman gets out. Stuntman gets out passenger side, only just gets missed by the car. Austin swings it, backs it up backwards through the power slide section, halfway through. It's the first time we've seen that. And now, in the finish zone over there, the end zone starts to do donuts in that tight end zone. Stuntman hanging out the front there, now backs it up once again towards the target slide. And Austin entertaining the crowd. This is a sport about crowd entertainment. And ladies and gentlemen, are you entertained right now?
I mean, if you look at all of those judges' criteria, we're looking at fluidity of movement, we're looking at precision of those obstacles, we're looking at proximity to them, originality, difficulty of stunts, and that's definitely what he's giving us with only 10 seconds left on the clock.
With only 10 seconds left to go, Austin Kruger doing exactly what he needs to do. It's going to be a tight one though, and it's only the start. And this is the first run for him of the night. Will it be the first of many as he does the power slide? And the crowd is absolutely loving it. The crowd is absolutely loving it. What this man wants to take his check. Oh, Red Bull represent. Why? Because this is Red Bull Shayimoto. The replay now taking place on your screen, and I can get an up close and personal look at exactly what this stuntman was up to. The thermal camera is certainly one of my favorite cameras, and he is allowed to touch the drum like that. It just shows you, and the stuntman too is allowed to touch that wall over there.
Besides, Yusuf is a heritage spinner. His dad used to spin as well. So good to see him coming out for his very first representation in Red Bull Shayimoto.
Yusuf representing all the OGs from Mitchell's Plain. I'm talking Uncle Ricky, I'm talking Public Enemy, I'm talking Muchi, I'm talking Tabit, Vicky, Reggie, Roddy, the list goes on and on. But Yusuf now, the next generation of Cape Town spinners, representing over there in that Sierra over there. And that Sierra is powered by a Ford V6 engine. Let's see how he does. Let's see how he does. The VQ, I apologize, VQ25 in that car for Yusuf Fakir. His father and mother used to drive the V6 engine, and he now representing in that Ford VQ motor. Let's see how he does as he backs it up all the way in. The crowd goes absolutely nuts for that maneuver.
Using that makeout corner as a kitchen is a very smart, very creative way to use an obstacle. He's still not getting that spin 100% correct like you would in a makeout corner, but the fact that he even did a 180 means that he's getting those extra points.
He's getting those extra points indeed, and look at the precision of that move, and the crowd loses their mind. I think, you know what, Kriya, I don't think we need the judges for this one. You can just listen to the crowd and tell that they are loving his performance right now, and that's exactly what this is. As in Cape Town, we call it a performance, and that's exactly what he's doing right now.
But it's also nice to see that the Cape Town crowd, they're supporting their homeboy. He's from Mitchell Plain, which is one of the, grounds where we started spinning in Cape Town.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, getting close. That car so close. The stuntman over there is just so good. Brandon Peterson holding on over there and enjoying the moment with his driver. We got 56 seconds left to go as the stuntman shows us exactly how much fun he's having. That back tire is sparking though, and I hope he makes it. He's got 46 seconds to go and does a burnout, a donut right by the wall. He's close to the wall. He doesn't care. He's about to get into the car. That car's tire is about to pop. But I tell you what, our man Yusuf Fakir is absolutely loving it and having the best time with just 28 seconds to go. It's not over yet, folks.
He's showing that even though he is a first-time participant in Red Bull Shayimoto, he deserves to be here. He deserves his spot, and he is really going after that title.
Kriya, that is 100% right. The tires come off, but the wheels don't though. He's got 10 seconds to go. It's the final 10 seconds, and he does a double crazy flip. Yes, Yusuf pulls it off and parks it.
Look at that tire. Definitely had to stop it after that. But let's take a look at those highlights.
Now the crowd is absolutely loving it right now. And now for the highlights package. This has got to be one of the best runs we've seen so far tonight. Yusuf Fakir, Team BQ. He's a new man on the scene. Him and Brandon Peterson. Look at how close he is to that section over there. But for me, it was the end of the run that was the highlight. Yes, he got into the makeout corner beautifully over there. Yes, the thermal camera shows exactly what it's all about. But this man pulled it off and ended it off real strong. Well done.
Definitely a tough decision there, and Austin walks away with the win. We now look at our next quarterfinal, which is Samsung versus Bemors.
Sam though is not a local boy, and he's going to bring it to Cape Town, that's for sure. Sam, one of the best in the business, joined by another one that's the best in the business. Ladies and gentlemen, that is Katra hanging out the car. Yes, you heard me right. That is your man Katra, one of the best winners in the country, joining Sam and supporting him here today. And Katra is not just one of the best drivers, but also one of the best stuntmen in the game as they go through the target slide with about 2 minutes to go. Look at how close that is. Sam has got to be one of the most precise drivers we've ever seen in the sport.
So those red marks on the floor is actually the way you want to be. It's not red for stop, it's red for go, because you want to be as close to those barrels as physically possible, and he's keeping that tire in that space, which means he is doing it so well.
He's doing it so well. Look at how close he comes, and now he lines up this section over here. This, of course, is where the drivers get to know those walls real close, and nobody's done that other than the first run of the night, not even Sam, as Sam attempts the kitchen and precisely backs it up. Look at that, burning those Jackson tires up as he goes side to side now, side to side. Sam, one of the best in the business in that 2.5 multi, that 3-liter multi-valve over there, M20 motor, 330 multi-valve. He upgraded from the M20, I apologize, and now running that 330. So last year he won it with the M20. This year he rocks up with a 3-liter.
Backing into that power slide area with a rollback, a one-handed rollback, just showing extra finesse and extra originality and skill.
I love that word there, Kriya. As you mentioned, it's all about originality. These guys got to do exactly what the judges have not seen before. And what is Sam going to do now? We've said he's going to do something. He's in the back seat. He's in the back seat. Something's happening in the back there. Sam's in the back of the car. Where will he pop out? We're waiting for Sam. Where there he is! How did he do that? Watch this happen. Sam, our very own Houdini over here, pulls off the move and now gets close to the tires. It's very close to the tires. This next donut's going to be much closer. Sam backs it away from the tires now. That's the move that we've come to see tonight.
You know what? That's why you want to have a stuntman or a co-pilot in your car that is that experienced, because you can do a move like that. You can Houdini yourself onto the track and be like, wha-bam, here I am.
Wha-bam, indeed. The two-time champion. Will he make it the Triple Crown? And look at that precision over there. Just 8 seconds left. Vic is losing his mind over there as Sam does it once again. That is fantastic stuff there from Sam. Well done to Sam.
I am so impressed with that run, that precision, that speed, that smoke. He is ticking all the boxes for the judges tonight. Let's take a look at his highlights.
Yeah, let's take a look at those highlights, and immediately his co-driver jumps into action. His co-driver jumps into action over there at the start of the run. Sam right up close to that target slide. That's what we've come to see tonight. Then look at I just love this shot. I could just watch this without talking. Then of course it's the kitchen. Precise stuff as usual from Sam. But for me, the highlight was the stunts that these guys pulled off tonight. Some of the best stunts we've seen so far in the game, and no wonder that Sam is one of the best in the business. Look at that.
Oh my God. He's going out with his brother-in-law, his co-driver Giovanni.
Yeah, Giovanni and the rest of the family, all with a massive background in spinning. Eddie and his father, Eddie Rasta, of course, who I'm talking about, one of the stalwarts of the game, spun with his father in that Stanza L28. And Bemors is all about going boss out here in Cape Town. Look at that around the target slide. He's going to be a Cape Town favorite. We love Laurels down here in Cape Town, and not many of us have seen a two-door Laurel, that's for sure.
This Laurel also is one of the wider and longer cars in the competition, which is going to make it a little bit more challenging for him. But he's showing it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And you're right, Kriya. This 26-year-old in that section at the back there was able to be one of the few in practice to pull it off. As he pulls off the power slide, loses a little bit of drift over there in that power slide section, but can he maintain it back into the tightest section at the back of the course, reverses it in to the makeout section over there. Now he's going to try another target slide. Let's see what he's going to do. No, he's going to try for the kitchen. Can he swing it around? Look at that. So close to the wall. All those people at that wall are absolutely loving what they are seeing right now.
Oh, he's coming in for the other side, a rollback. Let's see if he does a little bit of a tire bounce there. Oh, all the way back with a tire bounce. I love it.
All the way back into a burnout, but a little bit of momentum lost over there. Will that cost him later on? He's now going into the target slide. Vamos into the target slide he goes. RBT tuned. Let's see how he does now, going towards the faster section over there. He's going back towards the target slide. No, he's not. He's going to do a donut for the boys, but let's see what stunt he's got in his back pocket over there. The car is jammed on the lock stoppers, jumps out the car, back inside, two-door laurel, represented. He does a one-legged suicide slide from the driver's side.
44 seconds left on the clock. He still has lots of time to play around, which is exactly what you want to do in this competition. You want to get out onto the pitch, get as many obstacles done really well as quickly as possible, so you have time to spend playing around, doing some extra things, climbing the wall even. Maybe that's a new trick.
Maybe that's a new trick. Yeah, indeed. Maybe that is a new trick. That was totally planned with 20 seconds to go. Totally planned. We're going to say, Vamos, we're going to say you planned that, brother. We're going to say you planned that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Just shows you it's possible. It's possible, folks. That's one of the biggest scores here today. And look at that, Vamos in the makeout area over there. Does a crazy flip. Oh, no. Touches the wall. Touches the wall. Almost pulls up the final crazy flip. And right at the end of the run makes a mistake. Giovanni says it's all good, brother. And the crowd is holding their breath over here. Here comes the replay, and look at the thermal camera. That thermal camera is just fantastic.
You know, when you're going up against Samsan in your quarterfinal round, you have to pull out all the stops. And I think Bamos tried as hard as possible to do that. Going into that kitchen with a little bit of a pullback as well, and then a target slide executed like that, a rollback into the power slide area as well. Great try.
Fantastic performance from him. He'll be happy with that.
Well, there you go. It is the end of quarterfinals, and we look at our ladder. Wow. All the blue.
Yeah. It's an E30 kind of party right now, and Boxy's ready to go. He's waiting for the flag as he gestures to the marshal over there. I'm ready to go. Let me out. I'm ready to play. Let me play. And I tell you what, Boxy is coming to play today, but he's not playing when it comes to winning. Him and Bebe over there looking good and so precise into that section over there. So precise, just a touch. It didn't even fall over, and that just shows you not an easy maneuver to make, I tell you that much. And Boxy has been looking really good with those moves over there. Backs it all the way into the kitchen. I think he's taken it further back than anybody else today, and it's not easy, I tell you. When I saw that move getting performed the first time, that's the first thing I said, is that that's got to be one of the hardest moves to do here today.
Looking at those first two moves, he's definitely scoring big with the speed of execution. So it might look like those cars are going quite slow on the pitch, but we're looking at anywhere between 120 and 140 kilometers an hour, because you need to get that speed going in those tires.
Yeah, that's the wheel speed you're talking about there, 120 kilometer an hour wheel speed. The car's not moving quite that fast, but those wheels are spinning up first, second, third. These guys are running ultra short ratio gear ratios over here. Some of them are running M75 dips, some of them are running BMW dips, but I tell you what, those ratios are ultra shorts, 411s, 444s, 39s. You don't even use first gear. First gear is just used to move away, and that 2JZ normally aspirated motor over there pushing about 170 kilowatts is doing exactly what he needs to do. He goes so close to the target slide but doesn't touch it.
You know what, when Boxy kind of came out on the scene, his very first time that he participated in Red Bull Shayimoto, he was a little bit of one of the unknowns. And after doing so amazingly well, he was in the finals of that Red Bull Shayimoto. Everyone now knows his name.
Oh, they better know his name. They better know it good. His name is Chadwin. They call him Boxy. And could he be the Shayimoto Red Bull champion? Let's see, the steering wheel comes off. It's in his hand. Folks, this is how we do this. This is how we do it in Cape Town. No hands, baby!
You actually mentioned earlier, how is he doing this stunt?
So, he's got a 2 steering wheel setup, so I can't give it the wages yet. Is he jumping in on the left-hand side, folks? Yes, he is. He's got another wheel. The wheel goes on, and Boxy is now finding himself on the left-hand side of the car, in a left-hand drive car. Have you ever seen anything like that before, folks? Boxy driving it left-handed, ladies and gentlemen, makes a small mistake over there, and that could cost him, and goes next to his own tire as the run ends. The crowd doesn't care though. They are absolutely loving that stunt as the replay starts.
Let's have a look at these highlights, keeping that front tire extremely close to this target slide and then backs it up into the kitchen there. Really nice burnout as well into the makeout corner, does a 360, which is a great achievement.
One of the few to do that, Kriya. Well spotted over there. Not many guys were able to pull that off over the course of this competition. We see a few guys trying, and that stunt over there has got the crowd going nuts. I tell you what, that stunt over there had the crowd going crazy.
Absolutely great run from Boxy, definitely showing why he deserves this title today. And next up we have Sinesh. Now Sinesh is one of the veterans tonight. He
co-pilot, and the two of them, Mono's looking more nervous than the driver by the looks of it. And there he goes, slams the ground, does Mono, and we saw early on that performance. Now, the nice thing about these semi-final performances, Kriya, is that the drivers will more than likely do something different over here.
Looking at that target slide already, really nice and close, great precision there, and great stunts from his, wow, that was close for him.
Close to the drum there. The co-pilot basically rubbing his chest on that drum over there, sticks his leg out. Here comes the one-legged suicide slide. One-legged suicide slide by man Mono over there.
And something else, I'm not entirely sure what that was, but it was great.
I asked him what the name of some of these stunts were, and he says, I don't know, bro, I just love doing it. So that's what Mono's all about. He's about a good time and giving the crowd a good time, because spinning is a crowd entertainment sport. A little bit of a mistake there going into that kitchen over there, but the show continues with a minute and a half to go.
A little shake of the head from Sushi. He knows that it wasn't exactly the execution he wants, but he's coming back with a redemption as he goes into the power slide. And Mono giving us a suicide slide combined there, really showing, and a little bit of a donut as well. Really, and he comes in for a second one.
Switches it around there during that drift over there in the power slide section. He went back for a second taste of that power slide and then ended up swinging it around in a 5-meter corner. I tell you what, folks, I saw that section firsthand. It along with the rest of this course is very tight and misses the barriers over there. That was some precision driving, and that's what the judges are looking for.
Well, he managed to get a 180 in there, not a 360 like the previous competitor, of course, who we're going to be comparing the two spinners to. Boxy managed to get a 360 where Sinesh only did a 180.
Exactly. So this is what it's all about. They're going to be comparing those minor things. The run is judged in its entirety, so the whole run is judged by the judges on a whole. So you've got to perform right up until the end, and gives the crowd a bit of a nod over there as he does a wide slide. Oh, it just misses the wall over there. Literally drags the back of that car on that wall as we cut to this fantastic drone shot of Cape Town.
And it's all about that smoke, 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 baby, as Sinesh jumps out the car. He said he wasn't going to do any stunts tonight because he's getting old, but with 5 seconds left on the clock, he's doing it.
Oh my goodness, look at the focus from his stuntman. Sinesh is going to do the suicide slide. Sinesh does the suicide slide, and I think he was tricking us there, Kriya, where he said he's not going to do any stunts. That was just a straight up lie, Sinesh. I'm going to call you out, brother. I'm calling you out.
Sandbagging of note. Let's take a look at those highlights.
Here come the highlights now. Sinesh looking very, very good over there in this little, look at that single leg suicide slide. And we did not expect Sinesh to do any stunts himself. We expected Mono to do all the work. But Sinesh definitely showed why he is one of the best in the business, and takes it to his opponent as he about to finish the highlights. What What a moment, what a moment.
Sam, Muffy King versus Hazy View, BMW E30 versus BMW E30.
Age 13 decided he wants to be a spinner and now finds himself on the biggest spinning stage in the country as the mask comes off, and Alex showing us how it's done straight into that suicide slide all the way through that gap over there. And now Austin Kruger will be, I think, trying to add a little bit extra based on his run from earlier on. Running alongside the car is our man over there, Alex, and Austin Kruger swings it in. It's tight, just touches the wall with the entire side of the car, and now straight into the target slide he goes.
Great showmanship from this team. They came out as Spider-Man earlier, and now we're V is for Vendetta. So great showmanship as he backs up into that kitchen area, does a little suicide slide as well. Very daring as he goes side to side here. Let's see if he's going to touch that wall. Yes, he is.
Yeah, the precision over there, very good on that first side to side. The second one was a little bit further away, I got to say. But when it comes to this over here, look at how far back he takes it. Takes it far back. And he knows that he's not really supposed to do that burnout standstill over there, but tells the crowd, don't worry, this is between us.
Really great performance. He goes into the makeout corner, only manages a 180, still good enough to show some flair and precision.
Yeah, he told me he will never spin anything other than an E30. Started out with a black IS and wheels and smoke as his home. But Austin Kruger now has made Cape Town his home as he's on the bonnet. He's revving the car from inside the engine bay. Austin Kruger slams the shut, walks away from the car, bounces away, and entertains the crowd like no one else. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what a showman's all about. He's driving the car from the outside. Austin Kruger driving the car from the outside, ladies and gentlemen, into the suicide slide, and he's close to the pole, but he's not scared. Why? Because he is King Kruger, and King Kruger knows how to do this thing.
He does some amazing stunts with still 35 seconds on the clock. He still has time to play around on the pitch. Backs up into the kitchen area over there, super tight. Just as an example, that power slide area only has 5 meters between the wall and the barrels.
It's so tight over there, and this is why that back window came out earlier, and we were wondering what that was about, and now we know. 15 seconds left on the clock. Austin Kruger's got it all to play for. This is the first of these runs, the first of these semi-finals. Who is going to take it? Austin Kruger with 6 seconds to go on the clock. He's going to end it off in style. Yes, he does. Smokes it up for Cape Town. This, ladies and gentlemen, is Austin Kruger.
I think Austin Kruger did everything in his power to make sure he makes it into the finals. But I must say that he does have to go up against Sam.
He does have to go up against the best in the business, and these two are literally the two favorites, I think, in this competition, with Austin Kruger and Sam going up against each other. And that's not over yet, folks. The night isn't over yet, but for now, Austin, here we go. Finally the countdown happens, and here we go. Sam and Katra. What is that called? I don't know what that stunt's called. I've spoken to these stuntmen. I'm going to call that the bicycle. The bicycle bonnet. Let's call it the bicycle bonnet. And Katra's still in the car. Oh my goodness, he's holding on barely over there. I thought he was going to fly forward there as part of the stunt, but somehow manages to hold on as he now goes into the kitchen. Yes, he does. Sam touches the wall there ever so slightly. But now who's going to be the best out of the two between Sam and Austin? This is going to be a tight run, and I didn't see Austin getting the makeout section as tight as he wanted to. I think that's where Sam might separate himself. A bit of a side to side here by the makeout corner, but can he do something spectacular as he lines it up?
Oh, entering perfectly. Let's see what he's getting there. Only a 180. So at the moment, we're on the same level as our previous competitor, Austin Kruger. He now backs it up into the kitchen, roll back all the way to that line. Really good precision and good momentum.
And an elegant touch there from Katra over there. Just a light touch, tries to reach over the other side, says next time we'll get it. Next time we'll get it. Remember, these drivers don't have to do all these stunts. They are here for the flair. Oh my goodness, that was close. And this time, once again, not getting it 100% inside there. But we know Austin did, though. Once again, just tucks in the back of the car. Sam, I don't think this is Sam's best run we've seen so far. But will it be enough to take the win? He's still got a minute to pull something out of the bag here. here, spinning those Jackson tires up as he now jumps out the car and just misses the car as it comes past.
Oh my goodness, Sam is known for his stunts as we go into the thermal camera there. Look at how much heat is coming off those tires.
That was a close one, but it's supposed to be close, ladies and gentlemen. These are some of the best spinners in the country, and Sam, widely regarded as the best spin in the country, changes gears, the doors are open. He's busy changing gears from the middle of the car, and now drives the car from the middle of the car, not sitting in the seat, changes gears. He's got 25 seconds left to do something spectacular. What has Sam got under his belt over here as he goes through the front of the car? Drives the car while hanging out the front. The crowd is going nuts. This is Sam, ladies and gentlemen. This is spinning. Welcome to Red Bull Shayimoto with 5 seconds to go on the clock.
Oh, it's going to be a very close call for the judges tonight, and it might just be up to the audience on who is going to go into that final.
Might just be up to the audience indeed, as we see pro drifter and drift champion. We got Chris Long in the crowd over there, 20 drift champion, national champion. He is impressed by these drivers. Ilias was too early on and he jumped passenger. I tell you what, these guys have fantastic control. These guys have fantastic stunts, but it's not just about the stunts. It's about the showmanship as well. And speaking of showmanship, their showmanship will now take us through to those results on the ground. We'll find out soon enough who the winner is.
It is in the finals. It is Boxy versus Sam.
It is the finals, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. He goes the other way, straight into the power slide. And he's got to do something different, does he? Is Boxy. Of course, Chadwood is his name. We call him Boxy. Stuntman's name, Bebe, over there, sticking out the top of the car. And look at how close he's coming to that target slide. But he's going to have to bring something different to this final over here if he's going to be expected to beat the two-time champion. In some circles, they say you got to beat the champ to be the champ. And that's exactly what our man Boxy over here is trying to do today with absolute precision. Oh, just touches the wall there.
Really great execution on those two obstacles, going to the rollback and now rolling back into the makeout corner as well. You must remember that Samson and Boxy have gone up against each other in previous competitions. So I feel like Boxy might have watched those old videos, prepared for this final, knowing that he could potentially take on Sam once again.
Yeah, he knows what he needs to do to win this thing. All it is now about execution. So far, so good, and I'm very happy with this run so far. Those kitchen maneuvers, though, were a little bit shallow, so the judges might expect to see a little bit more commitment from him there, but the crowd seems to be loving it. They're loving the tire smoke, and tire smoke is something that our man Boxy over here definitely does not have a little of. In fact, there's a lot of it over there. Oh, Boxy makes it happen, but he gets stuck. He jams it up in that section over there. He's just going to bump that little wall out the way there and continues the run. Not too big of a mistake there. I don't think it'll cost him too much from the judges as he backs it up into the exit section just past the jumps.
I think the judges might look at fluidity of movement there. It was a little bit slow, a little bit jerky. Obviously, he did get stuck, backs it up into the entrance area, into the kitchen, a little bit of a rollback as he goes into a power slide with a bit of a donut. Really nice flair, and he going back into the kitchen, the exit area with a bit of a donut.
Touches the wall there as well. Eddie Rasta watching on, another legend of the game. So many legends in the crowd from the Cape Town Pavilion days. Oh, slides it in backwards, just touches that barrier. The crowd throws their watches into the pitch over there. That means they're happy. That means they love what they're seeing. With 20 seconds to go, it is your man Boxy over there, goes to entertain the crowd, shows the crowd some love over there. The blue gets thrown into the pitch. The car still doing donuts. The t-shirt gets thrown. That is a showman, ladies and gentlemen. That's how it's done. And Boxy shows us why he is the crowd favorite as the blue lights embrace the air.
Really well done from Boxy, a run that he can be proud of. Let's take a look at some of those highlights. Obviously, his stuntman, Bebe, getting out the car there in the roof with a little bit of a touch to the wall as he goes side to side and then backs it up into that makeout corner.
Backs it up into the makeout corner, indeed. 021 Unity. An unbelievable performance there from him. A great performance in the final. One small mistake in the makeout corner, but the crowd didn't seem to care. The t-shirt came off, and Boxy's obviously been jumping. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. He is widely known as one of the best spinners in the country. Look at how calm he is behind the wheel over there. Sam Keliso Tubane from Mpumalanga. The stuntman Katra sitting next to him, and here we go. Sam behind the wheel. The two-legged suicide slide. This time he starts it off lightly, so close to the barriers. Oh, that's crazy talk from Sam and Katra over there as they start now with the target slide, getting it up close and personal. I think he touched that. I think he actually touched that tire over there on that target slide as he goes into the next section. But what will he do? Is he going to do something that we haven't seen so far tonight? And Sam backs it in there. Oh my goodness, it's the furthest we've seen anybody back it in there. And I don't think Boxy pulled it off quite that spectacularly as he goes straight into the target slide with a minute 50 left to go.
Oh, and look at his co-driver there, putting his hand all the way around that rim of that barrel. Really a great showmanship. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull off a 360, only a 180 in the makeout corner. We wanted something a little bit more, but still the rest of the run has had great precision as he backs it up into the kitchen all the way. Oh, just touching that yellow line, not going all the way to the red one. A side to side there. Sam showing us why he really is the true champion.
I do believe that he's not going to maybe want to take that chance in that makeout corner over there. Why risk it if he can do other maneuvers that'll work out just as well? Sam looking, as they say in spinning, out of control, but in control. And that's the aim of the game. Shahim Bell's words that I'm quoting over there, one of our Cape Town judges, he will be looking on at this and saying, you know what, this is a fantastic performance. As Sam and his and his co-driver whips out the guitar. I wonder what song he's playing for us there.
You know what, I think it's a tribute to their last performance together. The last time they were out on this pitch, they did the same thing. Sam pulled out his guitar, and that's what won the final for him. So I think it's a little bit of a tribute.
The guitar goes back into the car, but the stuntman does not. He's still hanging out the back there. Sam backs it up, swings it all the way around. Vic is impressed, and here comes the tightest section of the course. The tightest section of the course. He does it without issue. And Sam looking so good right up against the wall over there. It's the final 25 seconds of Shayimoto, ladies and gentlemen. It's the final 20 seconds of Sam's performance. He's pulling out of the car. He's out of the car. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 push-ups for the boys back in the car, and the bonnet goes up. Sam having a good old time over there with just 10 seconds to go, Kriya. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, that was cool. He closes the bonnet, almost gets knocked out the car. Ladies and gentlemen, Sam.
One of the biggest categories in the judging criteria is originality, and Sam left nothing. He put everything that he possibly could have put into that run, and what a great performance from him. He's won this title twice in a row. He's going after that triple crown.
The triple crown seems now well within reach. I gotta say, that was a fantastic performance. He didn't take a chance in the box over there, but what he did do was do some very unique stunts with absolute precision. Lots of imagination, lots of smoke, lots of fluidity. I gotta say, Kriya, this has got to be one of the best runs we've seen so far tonight. And if you can believe it, the final run of the night, and then there was this stunt, the push-ups. 1, 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Red Bull Shayimoto champion.